Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the MK2 Ford Escort SEMA build. So it's Saturday morning, got a bit of a late start this morning. Two reasons. One, we've had to bring this one over here, our S3. She's been sold, so she's getting collected today. And number two, last night I decided to drive 450 miles at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to go and pick up this. So this is a bit of a different rear end, and I'm going to try and shoehorn this into the Escort. Now, if there's any eagle-eyed viewers out there, they might already know what this rear end is from. As far as I'm aware, nobody's put one in an Escort yet. So this might give you a little bit of a clue as to what engine we're going with, because we're going for the same engine that mounts with this running gear. So we've got a lot to get on with today. Let's get cracking. All right, so I haven't recorded all the fanning about with getting these quarters lined up because, Dan, there was a lot, wasn't there? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend these quarters to anybody. So like you can see here, these are completely different sizes. Nothing wants to match up, nothing wants to line up. It's okay because I'm blanking these in anyway, but they aren't great at all. So, I mean, it looks fine from a distance, but we're gonna get some tacks on this now. And then we'll start on the other side, get the other side lined up so we can check the back panel, get the doors lined up. But yeah, Dan's going to do some welding, so I'll put you on a time lapse for a little bit. I said the holes line up better. I didn't say it fit better. Alright, so the good news is that we managed to get both rear quarters on today. This one over here, and this one on as well. So they're not done at the back. Let me show you close up how bad these are. All right, so the good news is that we managed to get both rear quarters on today. This one over here, and this one on as well. So they're not done at the back. let me show you close up how bad these are. So you can see how badly these line up. These gaps here and this gap here is two completely different sizes. Everything does line up. So I would definitely not recommend these panels if you're in a rush or whatever. They're probably good if you just want to chuck them on a rally car because you're not worried about panel gaps or whatever. But yeah, they are pretty dreadful. So we've got them mostly welded. So we've got them welded here on the join in the door. Come on this side. And you can see it's welded across the top here, but so much doesn't fit with them, so much is off. But yeah, unless you've got an absolute eternity, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, to be fair, to get it to this stage, both sides today, everything was prepped, so it's taken us about 6 hours to get these on. Now, I can't go any further today. I was going to fit the back panel today as well, however, I only kept, stupidly, one of the boot liner parts that goes down here. So I've ordered two because they aren't great. So it was only 56 for both of them. So I've ordered both of them so that I can put these back in. Once I've got those, I'll get the rears all lined up, rears done. And then I've got new spare boot well to put in on the left-hand side. And the other side, I've got to find that bit of boot well. Apart from that, that's pretty much it for right now. I don't know if this video will go out as one video. I'm going to see how much footage I've got because although I've been working on the car for the best part of 10 hours in this video, I don't really have much footage because it took me so long with Dan just fettling these panels backwards and forwards. It was ridiculous. So next thing is get the rear panel on once those parts get ordered. And then this is probably the last video we're going to do in this unit. So yeah, we'll have to see when we end up. But I'll let you know whether there's going to be a video this week or whether it'll wait till Saturday or whether it'll wait till next week after this Saturday when I've done some more work on it. So yeah. All right, so back on the Escort. I'm stepping away from the Escort today and I'm enlisting the help of my expert, Dan.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah, I'm here.
These Higgins panels, they're crap, aren't they, Dan? They're shit in every way.
Yeah, if you want to bleep it, you could bleep quite a few bits. Yeah, they are shit.
Yeah, so we just tried lining the lights up. Like you can see here, like this is all misshapen, the lights don't fit in. The curves on the back here, these are all out of shape. There's so much work that he's doing. Again, up here, you can see how thick this is to the thickness of the original up here. The curves don't match. So there's a lot of work to do on these panels in not a lot of time. So I've enlisted Dan's help. Dan's going to do the work for me today, so we'll be getting you set up on time-lapse. You'll be watching Dan do it, and I'm going to be doing some other bits and bobs so that Dan can work on this for me. So yeah, let's get going. Like I say, a lot of work to do, not a lot of time to do it. So Just so it's somebody with experience about these quarters, say what you've just told me again.
Wank.
just wank.
Just wank. Like, not even a good wank, shit wank.
Like,
they line up one side and then they don't the other side, and then you try and tweak it and then it pushes it over to the other side.
so we're saying good for rally cars where you don't care about panel gaps, shit for everything
Not
else.
even good for rally
Not
cars.
even good for rally cars, wow.
Fucking hell. Alright,
Just to prove I'm not sat around doing nothing while Dan's working, I'm stripping under seal off of a car body. So I know which one I'd rather be doing, Dan.
Oh, welding.
Yeah. Yes. It's like the world's worst candy floss.
Yeah, you won't want to eat.
So Dan's going to just show you what these are.
I'm dead centre, yeah. Right, okay, I'll start again. These little things here, want to call it, is it going to be X-rated? A little nipple end thing on it. When you push them out, they go in, and when you pull them back, they clip into the face of the metal like that. Which you might be able to see.
We can zoom in on that in a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It just holds it together basically, yeah. So you've got that bit there that retracts out when you push it in. And then when you let go of it like that, you can just
see it opens up.
See it opens up, so it grabs the metal, the two together when they're overlapped.
Just shows you how far out these panels are.
Well, that was a 1mm cut, that, and then once you've lined it all up at the back, it's brought it up like that. They're only meant for 1mm gaps, these things.
Well, that's only slightly over 1mm gap.
5.
Okay, so Dan has finished here, knitting this together. Frankenstein will be proud. We haven't ground it back yet, but once we've done that, it'll look lovely. Then we can finish this bit in, get the radius right. But that is going to be it for this week's video. So yeah, thanks for everyone that's following along. This may be the last video in this unit, or it may not be. We don't know yet, do we? Who knows? So yeah, it's been great to get some real progress. You know, we've got both quarters on, the back panels now on. Needs a bit of a clean up, but yeah, it's actual progress. We're putting stuff back on the car. So give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and if anybody wants to support the build, you can share the post, or you can use the link to buy us a coffee, and anybody can chuck a couple of quid at it. But yeah, that's it for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.